Hello friends, welcome again to another video. So every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon, I send out a newsletter which has a lot of different things that I share. So it includes 4 stock ideas that I share every week, and these 4 stocks are fundamentally good companies, not bad company. So I don't want to give you a company which is having a lot of debt. I don't want to give you a company which is not doing well in sales profits. Just because the stock is running, I don't recommend the stock. Now these 4 stocks are very carefully picked after I review at least 50-60 stocks. I review every week and a weekend, and also go through many of the stocks before I share these 4 stocks with you. So these are very selectively picked so that you do not lose much money. Even if it goes on the downside, you will not lose much, right? So also I keep mentioning my stop losses and my targets for each and every stock I recommend. So if you invest in my stock, don't forget to keep stop loss and exit when it goes down. But if you have been investing in my stocks, do let me know in the comment section, and do let me know how much profits you've made. Now that will give me some motivation to keep doing such videos more in the future. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this video, do subscribe to the channel. Do subscribe to my channel, because I post a lot of videos, including a video which I recently posted on how I made 3 lakhs in just 50 days in a company called Apcotex Industries Limited. Now in that video also, I've covered a lot of learnings that you might want to consider in your investment journey as well. And even the title might sound very clickbaity, the video has very good content. Do go and check out that video. So let's jump into this week's 4 stocks. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, do subscribe, because it has, apart from the stocks, it has my Nifty outlook. For example, this week's Nifty outlook has been given. Then I talk about the sector to watch out for. Then I talk about 4 stocks, and I also cover something which is very interesting if you're a beginner, is a series called Trend Following series, where I'm teaching you how to do trend following, or just how to hold stocks which are just starting to move up and hold them for big gains. So if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, do subscribe. Now let's jump into the 4 stocks for this week. And also before that, I want to cover something else. Now, all these stocks in the newsletter are covered in this Excel sheet. So I send them out every week. I started this on the 23rd of May 2021, and as of today we are in the 11th newsletter, which means I've recommended 44 stocks as of date, right? So in this you will see everything except this week's. I have not added it yet. I will add them soon. But you see, already we have recommended 40 stocks, and all the 40 stocks are tracked here. So I take responsibility of the trades that I give. Right now, how many of them do this? I don't know, and I'm also doing this for free. So if you do like this, let me know in the comment section. Let me know which stocks you have made good gains till now. But if you just see overall, I do cover the ROCE, which shows how good the company is, and I cover the PE of the stock, which shows that stocks are not very highly overvalued, but they are available at a decent price and could be a good entry point. So I also give an initial stop loss, and then I give a trailing stop loss. Now these stops are on a daily basis. So on a daily end of day, if the stock doesn't close below that level, do not exit the stock, right? And also give the initial risk, the trailing risk, and what is the trade status, and the current market price. And if I exit the stock, I will update the exit price here, and also I give the returns calculated here and the risk reward calculated here. Now just notice here how many stocks have gone up over 40-50%. So there's 140, 49, 54, 27, right? So in case you've even invested from our first newsletter, if you invested in the first 20 odd stocks, your portfolio as of today would be up 12.43%, right? That's the average return you would be getting if you invested in this newsletter recommendations in just starting 23rd May. We are in August, so in just two months and 1 week, right? So that's a very good return, I'd say. But also, if you have recently started investing, also your portfolio, let's say you invested in the recent 20 stocks, even then your portfolio would be average up 2%. Right now, if you're on losses, I see someone is looking at the newsletter, but if your portfolio is not performing well, then it's rather better to invest in someone who's giving you free advice, on a weekly basis, and invest in the stock recommendations from a person who knows about markets. So if you haven't yet subscribed, and if you aren't following my stock ideas, do follow them, right? And also there's a stock performance summary here. So here you can see that. So we've recommended a lot of stocks till now, but here if you see, there's one stock between 50 and 60%. There are 2 stocks between 40% and 50%, and on the negative, there's just 1 stock below 10%, right? And there are 11 stocks below 0 to 10%. Now, some people might ask, what if I invested in these set of stocks? Now, that is pure bad luck. But also, if you've invested in these stocks, you wouldn't be down that much, right? Because these stocks, if you're invested in these stocks also, then these the stocks which are performing really well would cover up the losses for the stocks which are not performing. That's why you need to have a portfolio of stocks. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket, or don't put all your money in just one stock. That's not good. So let's jump into today's stocks. So today we've discussed 4 stocks. The first stock that we have discussed is SAIL. Now, also one more thing, if you haven't, if you want the fundamental aspects of the company, I've mentioned that in the newsletter. So do feel free to go and check out the first 2 points in every stock that covers the fundamental aspects of the company and why I'm recommending it from a fundamental aspect. And then the technical also is covered, but we look at the technical charts in detail. But if you want the fundamental view, go back to my newsletter. Okay, now starting with the first company of today is SAIL. Now, SAIL actually has been, the stock is a government company, right? So many people might say government companies are not good to invest. It's not always right. There are phases when a stock goes up and goes down. You want to buy stocks which are just starting to go up, right? Now, in this stock, if you see here, now SAIL has been gave a good breakout in 2003, and then it went all the way up to from 11 to 300 rupees, and then it just kept going down from 2008 all the way till 2020. Now if you see recently, the stock has given a strong breakout. Now this is a horizontal resistance. Now when I mean resistance, a lot of people are selling here, and that's why the stock could not go up. Here again it could not go up, and here again it could not go up. It came down. Now finally, after the COVID crash, the stock has now again gone up, and it has closed above this zone of resistance. Now this zone of resistance is nothing but a long-term selling zone where a lot of people have been selling the stock continuously, and they've been getting out. And now that zone has been overpowered. When I mean overpowered, I mean a lot of buyers now are present in the market than sellers. So the balance between buyers and sellers has shifted now to buyers. When the balance is on the seller side, that's when it keeps going down. When the balance is on the buyer side, then the stock tends to go higher, right? So as of today, this stock has given a 14-year downtrend breakout, right? That 14-year is from 2008, 2007, and now we are consolidating right now. If you go to daily charts, you will see that the stock has been going sideways since the 8th of May. And we are almost in the first week of August, so that's almost 3 months of consolidation, and right now it's starting to pick up. I'm just shifting to weekly charts to just show you. Right now, if you see here, after this 2 big candles, 2 big moves, stock started going sideways. It didn't go any down after that. So that's why I feel this is just a consolidation phase. Now every stock will go through such consolidation phases. Some stocks might correct a little more deeper, but this is a beautiful setup to go long. The stop loss is very minimal. The stop loss for this stock I've given is just 120 rupees. The stop is right now at 142 rupees. That is just a 22-point stop, right? That's around 14-15% stop, and the reward could be much higher. So I'm expecting the stock to go at least to 250 odd levels, and that's why I mentioned here as well, right? Target of 250 in the next 1 year or so. So yeah, that's the first stock today we're looking at. It's a straightforward chart. You just want to look at stocks where the supply zone is, where the stock selling is happening, and then you just draw a line there, and the moment the stock crosses above that line, then the stock is probably heading higher. Note the word here, probably. It is not always sure. That's why we have a stop loss. Now, if in case the stock closes below 120 odd, then you must get out of the stock. Okay, and also the volumes have been rising. So the setup looks fantastic. We hope it goes higher from here. So the second stock that I covered today is Apcotex Industries. Now this stock is basically in the rubber space. They manufacture some kind of a latex for rubber. I'm not sure exactly. If you know what it does, let me know. But as far as I've read it, it manufactures synthetic rubber and other products using the textile and all other industries. Now the reason I recommended the stock is because the numbers have been phenomenal. The company has been posting really good numbers, and apart from this, the stock has again the same setup as in SAIL. If you see, this is a rectangle consolidation. Stock went up all the way from 12 rupees to 220 rupees, and then it just kept going sideways, right? And now the stock is kind of broken out of this horizontal resistance. So this is a rectangle setup. Now rectangle setup pattern is one of the patterns in technical analysis that you can trade. In case you want to know, just type rectangle pattern technical analysis in Google and you will find that. Now if you see here, the stock gave a 6-year breakout, and then it has been not going anywhere for the last 2 months. But this month it has given some good volumes and a green candle. Let's go to the weekly charts and check what the weekly charts are doing. Again, if you see here, the stock kind of went down for 4 weeks and it's going up again. The volumes have been good and the stock is starting to rise. Now that's how you find low risk reward setups, right? So the risk right now is very low. Our stop loss can be somewhere around this point around here, 285, and right now it's trading at 340 around, right? So if you're a short-term trader, you can keep your stop even around 300 levels, right? But right now the stock looks fantastic. It is given a breakout. It is given a breakout above the 6-year high rectangle pattern, and it's probably heading higher from here. That's the second stock. Again, volumes have been good. The stock is good, setup is good, fundamentals are good. So let's see where this goes. Now, in terms of targets, you can check this again in newsletter. I've given targets of 650 in the next few years. Stop loss is 298, and you can enter right now at the current price. Okay. Now, third company that we're going to look today is National Aluminium Company. Now, this is again a commodity-based company. So this is the second company this week I'm recommending. So first one was SAIL, the second one was National Aluminium. Now, again, this stock, if you see, this has been a steady uptrend. Right, since 2000, when it was listed, it has been a steady uptrend, and then it kind of gave a breakdown, and it has been going sideways. Now, many a times after a strong move, the stock will go into multi-year consolidation. Now, when a multi-year consolidation, it just doesn't go anywhere; it just keeps going sideways. Now, in this case, if you see, the stock went between 130 and 25. It just kept going from 25. It went to 100. Again came back 25, it went to 60, 70, it again came to 25, it went to 70, 80, it again came to 25, it is again around 80 odd levels. Right now, it has to cross around 100. I'm sure it'll cross 100 soon, but if it crosses 100, we're going to see much higher targets from here. And also, if you see, this is a descending triangle breakout. Now, this is a 13-year consolidation. Again, go to Google, just type descending triangle pattern in technical analysis. You will find a lot of articles which are available free, and this is that pattern which I'm trading here, or which we are going to invest in the stock. Also, if you see here, the volumes are again rising, very good volumes. The stock has moved all one way up from 30 to 90 till now, and we can see much higher levels from here possibly, right? So keep your stop loss and hold this probably, for targets of even 120 to 140 in the short term, and also I've given here to 200 in the next few years, right? So that's the next stock that we looked at. Now, the last and final stock for today is a company from the petrochemical space, which is Bhansali Engineering Polymers Limited. Now, again, this is a beautiful stock. The numbers have been phenomenal. You want to go and check the fundamentals that I mentioned. And if you do see a problem in the fundamentals, do let me know in the comment section. I can clarify that. And also, if you have questions regarding the triangle pattern or descending triangle pattern or the rectangle pattern, or even I've done a lot of other patterns in the previous videos, if you have questions among them, just let me know in the comment section. I'll help you clarify. Now, again, this stock has given a breakout. Now, if you see, this is a proper rectangle, not rectangle, but horizontal resistance. And we gave a breakout on 45, it went all the way up to 190. Now, this is the same setups that I've spoken in SAIL and in Apcotex, right? Now, that's the potential that we're looking at. Not the same kind of, five times up move up, or even if it gives up 100% move up, it's a very good move. But, yeah, so that's what happened here in Bhansali Engineering Polymer Limited. So it went 2017, it went all the way from 43 to 180, and then it kind of came down all the way back to that level, and it's kind of heading higher again. Now, what I'm prompting here that the stock would do is, it is probably going to break out from this zone over here and head higher, but not a similar move exactly like this, but probably a lesser move, but still a strong move up. And this stock has been posting very good results. Operating margins have increased drastically, and we had a good move in 5 months here, and then here just going sideways. Now, just switching to the weekly chart, you see this trend line over here is acting as a very strong support, right? It's kind of an ascending triangle pattern, you might say. But again, Google ascending triangle pattern, you will find a lot of things. But it did try to break out here, but then again went to 1 month consolidation. Again, it's starting to show move up. So every time when there's a green candle, you see nice big volumes, and when there's red candle, volumes kind of dip, right? So that's the sign of a good stock, a strong stock, and probably we can expect this stock to head higher from here. So I mentioned the stop loss at 165 for targets of 330. Now, whether it'll reach 330 or not, I'm not sure. That's why we have a stop loss at 165. In case it comes back to 165, we just get out of the stock, right? But for now, setups look good. So I've been doing this since for the last 2.5 months, friends. So in case you did like the stock recommendation videos and you like the reasoning behind my selection, and if you see you're benefiting, do not forget to share this with video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I hope you invest in them. If you did invest, or if you're already holding these stocks, which many of you do, then do let me know in the comment section, so that and if you have any doubts regarding where your stop loss should be, do let me know, and I can help answer your questions. And yeah, again, don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and take care and have a good week ahead. Thank you so much.